Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my July Ipsy and Boxycharm here to show you today. So Ipsy did send these to me as PR, so thank you so much to Ipsy for sending these my way. So what I like to do is I go ahead and open these up, try out the products inside so I can kind of give you some little mini reviews, first impressions on these products, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do these kind of videos. I love to do favorites, new drugstore reviews, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about July Ipsy and Boxycharm, so let's get to it. Okay, so starting with Ipsy, I'm gonna try to film this video a little bit quicker. I don't have as much time to film and edit today, so I'm gonna try to be brief. But you know, if you watch my channel, you know how that goes. So this is what my bag looks like this time. That's what it came in. And let's start with a couple of skincare kind of things. First off, I got a cleanser. This is by Real Chemistry. This is what it looks like. And this is it's hard to read because it's very close to the packaging color, Fresh Start Foaming Cleanser. So when I try out skincare, typically I kind of like try it in different areas on my face, like I almost kind of spot test it. So I tried this cleanser over here and it did foam up very nicely. So I liked the foaming situation with it. I was trying to remember. Oh yeah, it does have like perfumey sort of a scent to it. So don't love that, but it did seem to cleanse my skin nicely. My skin didn't feel stripped or anything, and I liked how it was very foamy. Then I like this a lot. This is the Keys Protect Your Light Daily Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen, and it says squalene, and I think that says niacinamide. Yeah, niacinamide. And I used this on this cheek. So I used my regular sunscreen on kind of this area of my face, but then I remembered to use this over here. And it was so pretty, like a very glowy look on the skin. Really beautiful looking on the skin. My skin felt hydrated. And then my foundation applied nicely over the top and the rest of my makeup. So I'm a big fan of this. Like I really like the texture of it and I like how it looks on the skin. And I like how makeup kind of, you know, played along with it. Then I got some makeup-y kind of things. I got the Tarte Fake Awake. So I was looking this up and it looks like you can use this in different ways. Like in your waterline, up on your brow bone, inner corners of your eyes. It's kind of like just a nude pencil highlighter kind of a product. So I used it on my waterline. I don't wear eyeliners in my waterline hardly ever anymore. But occasionally, on the rare occasion, I will. I will say that I really don't wear like a nude liner in my waterline, hardly ever. And I just feel like I'm not used to that look on me. But if you like this kind of look, I do think this works really well. Like it's a nice creamy gel sort of formula that glides. It didn't tug on my eyes. And I think it does, I mean, like do what it's intended to do. I think it kind of gives that bright awake look to the eyes. Here is the little sample. I think the full size might come with like a smudger. Don't quote me on that, but when I looked it up, I think it might. My hands are so dry, but it's just a really pretty nude liner. So I think it does what it's supposed to do. I think it's a nice formula, so I do like this. Like I said, I just don't use liners in my waterline a lot, and I don't use nude liners in my waterline, but I think this is a good one. Then I got this. This is the Katano Beauty Hydrating Lip Glaze, and it looks like it might be in blush. So I have this on right now just with a very like neutral colored liner that matches my lip color pretty well. I like this. Like it's a comfortable formula, maybe a little tiny bit of a tackiness to it, but not very much. And it looks so glossy on the lips. It feels nice and hydrating. I love the scent. It's like a subtle, kind of like vanilla cupcake, but a little bit Cabbage Patch Doll. Cabbage Patch Dolls, you know those? It's that like baby powder sort of a scent a little bit too, but I like the scent of it and I like the formula. So this is definitely a win. So this is one of my favorite things that I got in my Ipsy bag. And I would say my favorite thing is a blush because y'all know I love getting color cosmetics. This is from Seraphine Botanicals and this is the Periwinkle Pop, I think. Soft Sculpting Blush. And I don't know what color I got. Oh, seashell. This is so cute. It's like a brighter coral color. It's so, so pretty. And it is pigmented. Really nice formula. I'm very impressed. I've tried a couple things from this brand and I'm very impressed, especially with their cheek products. I mean, they blend like a dream. They're very pigmented, but they have a nice blendable formula. They are just very good. So I would say this is my favorite thing. This is probably my next favorite thing, and then I would say the moisturizer and SPF, like these right here, love. Okay, and then moving on to my Boxycharm. Here is a little peek at that. And it looks like the theme is Passport to Glow this month, so that's really fun. Passport to Glow. So let's start with, what do I want to start with? I got some skincare things. So I got the African Botanicals. This is the Mineral Cleansing Mask, and it says Purifying Clay Mask. Yeah, kaolin, niacinamide, resurrection plant, and rose. Oh, maybe that's what I was smelling, is the rose. Because this, oh yeah, definitely, that makes sense. Because when I was using it, I used it kind of right here on my face just to kind of, you know, patch test it. And I was like, oh, this has a scent to it for sure. And I did not identify rose, but it's a very obvious rose scent. So I don't know how I didn't identify that. And it did seem to, like, you know, it was a mask. I don't know that I really noticed like a huge big difference with it. I would say it did seem slightly more hydrating than a typical kaolin clay mask, because a lot of times those really like feel like you can really feel them kind of tightening as they dry. I don't think I noticed that as much with this. So that's maybe something to note about it. But I love a clay mask. I do use them fairly regularly, and this seems like a good one. Oh, interesting. It says Mineral Cleansing Mask. Mineral Cleansing Mask, because I did use it how it describes. It says to put it on, leave it for 5 to 15 minutes, then add some water and kind of like, you know, do this with it, whatever you would call that. And that makes sense. I guess that's kind of doing the maybe cleansing part of it. So that's interesting. So got that, like that pretty well. I'm not like super wowed by it, but I do like that. Then I got this, the Volition, and this is the Overnight Retinol Serum, and it says with AVEC, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. And the back of this sounds really interesting. It says discovery. Grape seeds are fundamental to the fermentation of red vines, but are thrown away during the vinification process for white wines. These grape seeds are extremely concentrated in antioxidant compounds called polyphenols, which neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative, I think, stress, the main causes for, what is it? Premature aging. So yeah, it's supposed to minimize appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, intensely hydrates and visibly plumps, improves the look of firmness, helps protect skin from free radicals, soothes the appearance of surface redness. So it sounds like a great anti-aging sort of a serum. Where did I use this? I'm trying to remember where I used this. I think I used it on the outsides of my face, kind of like right in here, because that's typically, I'm less sensitive in like on my cheeks. So I tried it, I think I tried it there. Anyway, wherever I tried it, I did like how it felt. It felt like that just kind of nice anti-aging sort of serum. I always say the skincare products, you have to try them a longer period of time to know like long-term benefits. But first initial application of it, it feels like just that nice kind of, you know, good serum that's not overly one direction or the other. Not super thick, not super thin and watery. This is what the texture and the packaging looks like. So it's like a dropper. And yeah, nice packaging to it. So this does seem nice. I think I will use this regularly because I like a good just anti-aging serum that just, you know, does a lot of things, and that sounds like that is that. Then I got a hair care product. This is the Rose and Quartz Muse Mask, and it says hydrating and silicone-free treatment. It says create lush, soft locks with your daily weightless mask. Ooh, daily. I didn't even notice that. Says our plant-derived bond builder, which repairs at a molecular level, strengthening internal structure up to 3 times that of untreated hair. Patented ingredient creates additional hydrogen and ionic bonds within hair's length structure and penetrates deep into the cortex to restore hair fiber strength to levels of virgin hair. So you're supposed to apply it to your hair, let it sit. So that's what I did. And you want it to kind of be, I mean, typically I do this, is I kind of like get the excess water out of my hair, and then I apply a mask and let it sit, you know, and just kind of sit in my hair. And this one says to leave it for 5 minutes, which I like. I like that it's not like a 20-minute mask, because that's not happening. And I also like it says for all hair types, essential for fine or thin dry hair. I have fine hair. I wouldn't describe it as dry, but my ends can get a little bit more dry depending on what I use. And this seemed nice. You are supposed to, another thing about this, it says that you're supposed to rinse it off, but not out with cool water. So that felt a little different, but I did do that. I'd say I used like lukewarm water. And I do like how it felt on my hair. It didn't seem to weigh down my hair. If I would have used truly cool water, maybe it would have even had more hydration, but I liked how it felt, which is kind of like lukewarm hair. Lukewarm hair, lukewarm water. I'm trying to talk too fast. So yeah, I like this overall. I'm impressed with this because I have fine hair, so finding mask that works for fine hair can be sometimes challenging, but I like that one. This is the Pear Nova, I think Pear Nova, liquid eyeliner, and yeah, that is what the packaging looks like. I have this on right now. I have it topped with a little bit of eyeshadow to kind of soften it a little bit. So this is your typical like felt tip sort of liquid liner. It seems nice, nothing groundbreaking, but I mean, it is nice and black. It applied nicely for being a felt tip liner. It has a little bit of bend to it, which I do like. That kind of, I like a little bit of bend in a liner applicator because you can kind of get like better, I can get better application that way. So this seems nice. I'm not wowed by it, but it does seem like a good liner. And it, you know, it has a nice rich pigment to it. So it seems good. This is my favorite thing. I'm excited about this so much. I would say this is my favorite thing, then maybe the mask, and then probably this skincare product. This is from Laura Geller. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of her line, and this packaging with this beautiful vintage like floral design reminds me of another palette that I have from her that I love. That just this beautiful look to it. Here's the box, there's the back. So this is the Seasonless Staples Wildflower Wishes 14 Multi-Finish Eyeshadow. So I do have this on right now. This is gorgeous. It's got a really nice kind of warm, like corally, golden, orangey color story to it. But then you've got some kind of like greens, and it's just really pretty. I think this is a perfect palette for the warmer months, but then you've got other shades like this one and this one that I think really are going to transition to fall so nicely. So I love this color story. And these are all just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they blended like a dream, no blending problems whatsoever. Just let me show you some really quick swatches of these. I just love her line. Like, I am never disappointed with her products. I think she just makes great makeup. This is just so pretty. I don't have anywhere to wipe this. It's just such a gorgeous color story. I love it. So yeah, love this palette so much. I love the kind of soft yellow too, this kind of soft sunshine yellow. Oh, I just love everything about it. Yeah, so that's everything I got in there. Like I said, this would be my favorite, then the mask, and then probably the skincare product, this like serum. I really like all those products. I'd say those are my standout favorites. And yeah, that wraps up this video. Hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for you. If you want to sign up for Ipsy, I will leave my link down below. No pressure whatsoever to use my link. But if you do, thank you so much. If you subscribe, I would love to know what you're excited to get or what you're excited that you did get. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.